In this video, I'm going to show you how we can create a scheduler function in Zoho CRM. So I'm taking an example of updating my contacts, all of my contacts in my CRM account with the current date on a daily basis. So this function is supposed to work on a daily basis and update my contacts with the current date in a custom field. This is a custom field I have created. So the way it works, basically, this is a custom function I have written. Now let me give you an understanding how this custom function works. So this is the list which I am defining. This is required if your number of records are supposed to be more than 200, because one call cannot basically execute for more than 200 records. So here actually we are defining for each of that list item that will be using 200 records for each of that. So this function will work for up to 2000 records because I have taken 10 list elements here, and so each of these stand for 200 records. 200 into 10 is going to be 2000 records. So this will work for up to 2000 records, and if your records are more than 2000, so you can increase this limit of list, or if your records are less than 200, then you can very well remove this list from the code. So here we are basically extracting the list view from this list basically, and this is here we are taking all of our contacts using get records method, which is available on Deluge tutorial as well. So this is what I am using, get records from Zoho CRM. This is a syntax which I am considering for this. Then I am giving the module's name as it requires here. I am giving the list view which I am taking from here, which is basically allowing to extract the records from this list view, which means that from each of these list view every time. And this says that from this list view you have to take 200 records. This is the idea of the list view. So I have my list view available here. This is all contacts, and this is the ID of my list view which I am passing here. Now for each of these lists, I need to extract each of my contact record, because here I'm just extracting each list consisting 200 records, but here I have to get each record because I have to update each record. So I'm again taking a for each function here where I'm declaring all of these parameters. So I'm now taking each record ID. Then I'm taking my current date using system variable in a variable. I'm defining my map here. Then I'm putting this map here. This is the field which I need to update, and this is the variable of my current date which is supposed to be updated. And then I'm using update record basically method of Zoho CRM to update my all records. So here I'm defining that which module I'm supposed to update based on what ID and what I'm supposed to update. This is the map here. So now if I go to my contacts and I see my current date, so my current date is all blank for all of my records. So now if I do a test to execute my code, boom, it's gone. So if I refresh my page here, so all of my records are updated with current date. Now, because this is just in a test environment, so once this scheduler function is saved, so I can kind of, set its recurrence method, how frequently I want it to be executed. So let's say I choose for an example, I want this to be executed from 14th of September, and I can choose time. For an example, I want this to be executed, let's say 12:30 a.m. What is the frequency? I can give hourly, every day, every week. So in our case, it's going to be every day. And then I can define if this scheduler is supposed to end. So I can say no, it is not supposed to end, and save. Now my list scheduler will start running from this specified time, which is tomorrow. So from tomorrow onwards, it will start working, and on a daily basis, it will keep updating these dates. Now, a couple of points before you save your custom function. So you have to make sure that you are defining your field name properly, which you can take from the API, list from here. You can go to developer space and you can check the API name of that field. So I'm using contacts module. So I should be using this API name of my field. And then for modules also, I should be using the correct module API name. So because I'm using contacts module, so I should be using this. And then my this custom view ID. So whichever custom view I wish to refer to here, so I have to take that. So I have to go to my that custom view, and then I have to use this custom view ID here. And this is basically the ID. This is the system variable of fetching a record ID, particular record ID. And, and that's it. So if you are set with all of these parameters, all of these elements of your code, then it will work fine. If if you have less than 200 records, then you can simply skip this part, which is the maintaining the list. So you don't need to maintain a list because your records are less than 200, and you are defining that this is my list view, and these are the number of records you are trying to fetch. So that will work in that case, and you can define here just one as your as your basically the number of list view. So in this list view, I will be just taking the first page where I have 200 records. It's very well described actually here in get records method. So if you see, we have page and per page. So this variable here, this basically says which page I am taking, and per page how many records I need to take. So if I have less than 200 records, so I can just say one, which means basically first page of my list view, and then I can define the number of records. So if my number of records are 200, I can mention the number of records there, which is optional basically. So if you do not want to define, then split your this function should work in that case.